Yeah, that's about right. Oh, let's hang on. It's like this.
I remember the one game where we heard Undertaker and we all accused her and she got mad.
Yeah, how did Rentaro end up in that? This guy has like 1 hour of screen time.
That's as far as you go.
You're Forcystus.
Well, well. So you remember me. Looks like it was a mistake to have let you live. I guess I'll have to take care of you personally.
So, you're Forcystus. If death is what you seek, you shall have it.
Tough talk from a human. You're the one who's going to die along with this tainted world.
Even if the world is lost, you can escape to Darius Karlon. Is that what you're thinking? How naive.
What did you say?
The Zions are nothing but expendable pawns to you, Dracio. He'd never bother to save you.
Silence! How dare you speak ill of Lord Yggdrasil?
We have Darius Karlon. It is a world of mana, the very source of life. The destruction of this tainted world is of no concern to us.
But if this continues, not only the world, but the Great Seed will be lost as well. Is that what you want?
It is Lord Yggdrasil's order that the Great Seed be left alone.
Because Martell is fused with the Great Seed. Are you saying that fool would go this far just to protect her?
You speak as if you know him. Who are you?
There's no reason for us to play along with their stall tactic. We must hurry.
I know! You will not get past me. Inferior beings deserve to perish. Ready? Airplane!
Don't overdo it. First aid! 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 Take this! First aid! Sonic White Spear!
I'm not gonna lie. I mean this genuinely when I said it. As arsonist, if you don't actually I do, I would recommend playing. However, because I can't encourage you to play this without like getting demoted, I will have the parts where it's not.
Take this! First aid!
Medic. Actually, no, we're in the medical like side by side. Wait. Yo, how does it roll in S tier 145? How did it get down here?
Time to fly!
Ready?
Work!
I don't feel like waiting for it.
Die! Time to fly!
Ready? Nurse!
White Spear! Work!
Ready? Nurse!
Lightning Blood Demon Fang! We're going to work!
Ready? Nurse!
Alright, on
Lightning Blood Super Light!
Ready? Nurse!
encourages
Lightning Blood Demon Fang!
Ready? Nurse!
Lightning Blood Super Light!
Are you okay? First aid!
We're going with the one plan. Follow me! Super Lightning Blade!
Supersonic Thrust!
Holy Lance!
You ready? Time to fly!
Light! you okay? First aid! Are you okay? First aid!
Lightning Quick Demon Fang!
We're getting to the point where, like, winning becomes action, like, forcing a win going with the
How could
also, but you could realistically foresee a path to winning off of your skill alone.
Blame your
On
fate.
PB, you kind of have to get lucky. And I'm realizing that that's truly what separates a good hero from a bad hero. How often I can...
No, impossible. Oh.
Now we can stop the mana reactor. I don't have a clue what any of this stuff does.
I'll handle this.
You sure are handy with everything. Swordsmanship, magic, even operating machines.
I've lived a little longer than most humans.
Lived longer? So you're a half-elf too? But then again, he called you human earlier.
Focus on what's important. We must stop the giant tree.
Yeah.
Nah, probably gonna finish this until last time. Then head up. Nah, I'm not leaving. Oh, yeah.
So glad you're safe.
Yeah. All we need to do now is contact Sheena and...
You will do no such thing.
No.
I am one of the 5 Grand Cardinals. I won't die so easily. I'm taking all of you inferior beings with me.
So, this is how the great Desian hero Forcystus meets his end. A disappointment.
I see. I get it now. I wondered how a mere human could exude the smell of mana. You're Kratos.
What of it?
Lord Yggdrasil trusted you, yet in the end you betray us. This is why humans can never be trusted.
No! You bastard!
Lord
Yggdrasil, glory to the new age of half-elves.
Colette, are you okay? What's that?
No! Don't look! Don't look at me!
Lloyd, send the message, quickly.
But Colette...
The Chosen won't die yet, but if you don't hurry, this world will. Now do it.
All right.
Disciple of everlasting ice. Hammer of godly thunder. Servant of Mother Earth. Envoy from the dark abyss. I command thee, gatherest before me and unleash thine power. Okay, guys, I'm counting on you. Fire medic cannon!
You mustn't get up.
What was that cry?
Martell, I would assume. The out-of-control Great Seed is Martell herself.
I wonder...
The Great Seed is once again bound in the holy ground of Karlan. For that, I owe you my gratitude. Thank you. It seems that you have managed to save the Great Seed as well as this world.
If the Great Seed is intact, then I presume Martell, who's fused with it, is safe as well?
I'm sure that's good news for you. I wish I could say the same for me.
Colette, it looks like things have settled down.
It's gross, isn't it? It's disgusting, isn't it?
It's not at all.
Stay away! Don't look at me!
Colette!
It's okay, she just fainted. Let's take her back to the village.
To Iselia? But Lloyd and I were banished.
Colette's home is in Iselia. Besides, we can't just leave behind the people who were held at the ranch.
All right, let's go to Iselia.
Then I'll notify Sheena to meet you at Iselia. Farewell for now.
I see. So the angels of Crucius were really half-elves.
Please don't tell anyone about this. We don't want to start a panic.
Indeed. Especially now that the Tower of Salvation is gone. I wouldn't dare tell people the truth.
Tower of Salvation is gone?
After that frightening earthquake, the tower disappeared from the eastern sky, along with that monstrosity.
How could it disappear?
I don't know. The Chosen never completed the ritual of regeneration. The Crucius core system, which controls the appearance of the tower, may have malfunctioned. It is of little consequence.
No, it's not. It's a tremendous shock to the people of Silverhand. After a giant earthquake sunders the land, the symbol of salvation vanishes.
Why? Lots of other Chosen have failed up till now, too.
The others have paid for their failure with their lives. But Colette is still alive.
When people are suffering, they feel the need to place the blame on someone.
It is not fair to Colette.
I'm gonna go see what's going on in the village.
I'll go too.
Let's all go together then. Sounds like it's a bit sketchy for you to be walking around by yourself.
I'll stay here. Go on.
Lloyd!
Dad, how have you been? Were you affected by the earthquake?
This area is on top of hard bedrock. Everything is fine.
Dirk, we are here by the request of Colette's family. They wish for you to help her.
I'm afraid even if Crucius crystals are an evolved form of X-Sphere, I still don't know the first thing about them. It'd be a better idea to ask a dwarf over in that Tethayala place.
Oh, so even you don't know anything about these?
I'm sorry I couldn't be of help. At least stay here for the night to get some rest.
I must politely decline.
All right.
Wait, are you really going back to Crucius?
I am an angel of Crucius.
Then why didn't you follow Yggdrasil's orders? To leave the Great Seed alone?
I have my reasons, that's all. But as a result, Martel was not lost. That goes along with Yggdrasil's wishes.
It's true then. You really are our enemy.
If you consider Crucius and the Desians to be your enemy, then I suppose that makes me your enemy.
I don't want to think of you as an enemy.
Why the sudden change of heart?
It's not that I've forgiven you, or that I like you or anything. But unlike the other Desians, you abandoned neither the Great Seed nor this world. I just thought it's weird to think of you as an enemy.
You've grown up.
Huh?
The Lloyd at the beginning of this journey would have thought of all angels as his enemies. The same way humans and elves hate half-elves, and half-elves hate everyone else.
You think so? Was I like that?
Everyone has difficulty accepting those who are different. It's easier when you believe that you live in a world where the Desians are pure evil. The Chosen saves the world, and humans are all right and good. In fact, you joined the Chosen's journey believing that.
Yeah, that's true. But I can't forgive what the Desians and the Crucius have done. What they're doing is just revenge for what was done to them, right? That's just going to breed more hatred.
Yes. The fact that you are able to see that now shows that you've grown up. The strength to believe in what you see and not be swayed by the opinion of others. The ability to understand and sympathize for those you despise. The courage to look at things with an open heart. You have all those traits within you.
Colette is always saying, why can't everyone get along?
That sounds like something that a Chosen would say.
But I don't think everyone has to get along with each other. It's okay to dislike people. There will always be people who make you mad. But I do think we need to accept each other's rights to be here. I think it's okay for you to be here too.
No, I cannot join your journey, for I still have something I must take care of.
Well, what do you have to take care of? Is that why you've been wandering around Tethayala this whole time?
Lloyd.
What?
If you want to save the Chosen, you should research the records from the ancient Karlan War. Remember the words of the unicorn at Lake Umasi.
Wait, why are you with Crucius when you're a human? What is he trying to do?
Hey, wasn't that Kratos just now?
Sheena! Yeah, he returned to Crucius.
I see. So he really is our enemy.
Yeah. But anyway, welcome back.
Thanks. Thank goodness we stopped the giant tree.
Yeah.
bad place.
Why?
There's an elf woman who lives there, and she's a bit of a strange one.
It can't be. Mother is in this house? Who's there? Excuse us. I have something I would like to ask you.
Oh, half-elves. My child is a half-elf too.
It's a doll.
See? She has such an intelligent-looking face, doesn't she? Her name is Rain. She's my pride and joy.
Huh? She has the same name as... It can't be.
Right now, I have another child on the way. I've already decided on a name. If it's a girl, it's Jean. If it's a boy, it's Genus. What do you think? Aren't they lovely names?
What? Then...
Are you Virginia?
Yes, that's right. How did you know?
Stop this!
Professor Sage!
Stop this! What were you thinking? Do you know what happened to the two of us since you abandoned us?
What? Why are you raising your voice like that? You'll wake Rain!
I'm Rain! I'm the daughter you shunned and abandoned, not that doll! Genus is here too!
What are you talking about? There must be something wrong with you.
You're the one that's wrong! How could you? How could you?
Oh, now you've gone and made Rain cry. Please leave. There. It's okay, Rain. The scary people have gone now. Don't cry.
Rain?
How could she? First she abandons her children, and then she abandons the memory of doing so. She doesn't even remember us.
Rain, don't cry.
So, you met Virginia.
Why is she here?
Several years ago, I found a husband and wife collapsed of exhaustion in the Ymir forest. It was Virginia and her husband, Cloyts.
Father.
It seems Cloyts was dispatched from Meltokio to investigate the elf village. He fell in love with Virginia and remained in Heimdall,
But a half-elf that lived in the village tried to sell out our father to the soldiers. It became a huge incident. Fighting broke out between the elves and half-elves.
The cause of the incident, Virginia's family, was banished from the village. They traveled from land to land, but the world was not kind to half-elves.
And we were abandoned.
So it would seem. And Cloyts must have been ill, for he died soon after they arrived in this village. Virginia began to lose her mind from that day.
She's unbelievably selfish. She tosses us aside on a whim, and then forgets us, and just goes off into her own little world of dreams.
Even so, Virginia was worried about you two. In the legendary land of Silverant, surely half-elves will be free from discrimination. I want them to be happy. That's what she said.
I've heard enough!
I've been keeping Virginia's diary safe here. You can come get it at any time if you ever decide you want it. To read the diary?
Professor, this is...
The otherworldly gate has opened. Rain, Genus, Please forgive your powerless mother. Surely even the Imperial Research Academy will not follow you to Silverrun. This must be a better choice than to spend your life in that damp, filthy dungeon like a slave. Please, make your way to freedom.
What did she mean?
Rain, you must have been incredibly talented. It seems the Imperial Research Academy was dying to get its hands on you.
That's why we couldn't settle down anywhere and had to keep traveling.
Eventually, you were chased all the way to the otherworldly gate. It seems she managed to send you through it.
Mother. Then she didn't abandon us because we were in the way or that she hated us or anything.
Yes, that's right.
Rain, this is great news!
This diary.
Take it with you. It is your mother's, after all.
Thank you.
Me, top spite. I mean, I'll see. I'll see. I'll see. I mean, it's not like I gotta like commit with a contract or something. I'll if I'm free, I'll play. If I'm playing that day, I just gotta remember. You getting blown? If not, okay, Razor will rep EU. Yeah, it's probably better if Razor reps EU. Other than me. I don't play Spider-Man that much. But it's alright, they're gonna buff him in Season 5. Like, low-key, I was hitting Big G up at TwitchCon and the NetEase people. I was like, guys, you gotta buff Spider-Man, bro. So I'm sure he's gonna get buffed. I took care of it, it's alright. Oh, we're kinda even now. That's pretty big. Is Jeff good?
I have no fucking idea, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
You never played him?
Nah, nah.
So you only played Blade the whole time?
Nah, we tried Punisher 4 and Blade. Jeff dies way too quickly.
That's funny. Considering he's like, you know, how little he dies in the actual game.
Yeah.
I sense the Queen of the Dead.
Oh, Daredevil would go so hard here, bro. You would just be spamming E right click, 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 E right click. Imagine if like, dude, imagine Daredevil in this mode with like infinite bounces. Oh my god, that shit would be so fun. Imagine that for a second.
Like the game mode so far? What do you think?
Dude, it's so fucking fun, but it needs more heroes. It needs more heroes. This shit is so fun.
Bro, imagine Spider-Man in this mode. Oh my god.
Dude, he's gonna be shit, bro. What are you on about?
It would be bad. But imagine Daredevil, something like Daredevil with like infinite bounces, bro. That shit would go crazy. Do you just like spend all your money here because it's the last fight anyway?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, it's not gonna be like this anymore, by the way. Like,
what do you mean? So when we go Nightmare, it's gonna be like. Okay. It's just blue shit on the ground. Is it yours?
Oh, that's my cum.
That's your cum? Yo, we coming. Oh, you want some like no, not November shit, bro. That's a lot.
Yeah, baby.
God damn. Can you fall off the map here? Can you Luke the ninja? Can I try?
Nah,
oh, you can't. They have to make it Luke proof. Luke would have found a way. BP! Holy shit, Black Panther! Dude, Black Panther would be so fun. Yo, can you imagine Black Panther? Oh my god. You're right. That shit would be so fucking fun. Because he would just have like infinite fucking spears and you'd just be like dashing all over the place. Dude. Yeah, they gotta do Panther, man. That'd be so fucking sick. You can't see any. Yeah, that would not be a fun viewing experience. That's for sure. Is it faster if I just do this? Huh?
I don't think we need to do it right now.
There's another crystal up top.
What happens if you don't break it? Does it speed her shit up or?
No. So underneath her health bar, she has an orange health bar. And if that takes all the way down, you just insta-die no matter what. And if you destroy the crystals, it gives you a little bit more time.
Okay, so you get more time. Okay.
Yeah.
You stop using portal? But it's fucking fun. I like to spin. Nightmare 4 is impossible even if I do good, the teammates DC after they die too much. Oh, is that a problem where people like DCing too much? Dude, I'll just fucking run magic. Honestly, magic is fun. Can you do both? Guys, can you have both the upgrades? Like, can you have both blue fully maxed out and red fully maxed out? Attack speed of Soul Sword. Or do you have to pick either or? Oh, level cap is 40. Okay. I gotcha. So then, like, when I hit 40, I'd have to, like, reset if I wanted to put it in red. But I guess I could do, like, I don't know, if I don't want this. Like, do I really want... Oh, no, this is only normal. I guess you can't really... Yeah, there's no real, how do I say, like, variety with the build. I mean, I guess this is the build variety here. Wait, what? That's insane. Does this mean you can, like, spin like, you can just left-click after portal? Yeah, you can't mix them, really. So you just run blue if you want to do ult. It's insane. Oh my god, wait, I'm gonna get that next game, then. Awesome. Alright, I'm gonna queue us for Nightmare.
I bet, bro. I'm ready.
Yeah, we locked in?
Nah, I'm hella locked in, bro.
Alright, let's get it. Alright, let's go.
I'm gonna sleep after this one, so you're gonna have to find a fourth, by the way.
Alright.
I'm fucking tired,
You have one task, my fist. Locate the Queen of the Dead and end her.
Yeah, I love rivals. I love Guang.
W Guang. Yo, no, my guy Big G, bro. Like the fact that he's making such an amazing game, bro. The fact that we got like,
you know, me and Big G are actually tied.
Bro, that's not saying the same. Cause like, wait, what the fuck? Why are we here?
Yeah, I told you, bro. It's different. I told you, man.
Because it's
Well, what's different about it? What would be?
There's 10 phases. It's 10 phases now.
Oh.
Each 5 has a boss.
Yeah, you'll start seeing, like, if you look top left, you see it says phase 1 out of 10. It just keeps going up and up. Holy shit, wait, I'm fast as fuck in this now. Holy, yo, imagine Daredevil trying to catch this shit.
I was born ready.
The freeze one probably good, right? Is the freeze thing good? This is good. That's obviously good. I feel like the freeze is probably alright, because like it gives you a bit of safety, right? Not all blue. I'll try it. It's fine. Blue. Dealing damage to 3% chance to freeze. Big damage. Oh, never mind.
Fight harder. You are of no use to me.
Lock in, guys. Lock in.
So, oh, it's just a horde.
So essentially, every phase has a horde. Every 5 waves is a boss.
I see.
Vengeance in Spectre's name.
It's really cool. Yo, Lightbringer would kind of fuck with this mode. It's kind of like,
yeah, he'd fuck
Dark Tide, right?
It's kind of like roguelike a little bit.
Pretty cool. 12 viewers? Holy Unk fell off. Yo, why they knocking me up, bro? Chill. Get a 120.
We have to focus the one that crystal this time, like.
Yeah, we probably
Okay, 120 on blue. Okay. I go all blue. All blue. Alright, fuck this. Fuck the freeze. Blue. Oh, this is gonna be 10, right? Okay. Has anyone even bothered to try the red mode? Probably not. The blue is so fun, because I mean, you just get to be in your ult the whole time, right? Keep spinning after portal? I haven't unlocked it yet. It's level 25. For that.
Vengeance in Spectre.
you